1st, 2021 special meeting of the Nicollet County Board of Commissioners. We'll start with the flag pledge led by Commissioner Kolars. I pledge allegiance.
Mr. Chair, I pledge
Yes, sir.
allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Kolars. We're working on muting phones on our end, but I would ask folks participating in today's meeting to please mute your phones, mute your cell phones. And I have a notice to read. Due to the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic and resulting state and federal emergency declarations and guidance about limiting unnecessary person-to-person contact, the April 1st, 2021 Nicollet County Special Board meeting will be conducted under Minnesota Statute 13D.021, meetings by telephone or other electronic means. Board members will participate by telephone and other electronic means, and we've included a Zoom link and other ways to access this morning's meeting. I'm going to turn now to the agenda for the special meeting. Let me first test to make sure that all 5 board members can hear us. Commissioner Drown?
I can hear you fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Kolars?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Lipke?
Loud and clear.
Thank you. And Commissioner Kemp?
Yes, I hear you well.
Wonderful. Thank you. We're going to turn to approval of the agenda, but before we do that, members, I'd like to remove item 7 from the noticed agenda. I'll ask if any members have any other changes to the agenda. Seeing none, I would invite a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Kemp would move. I'll
Kemp
second.
moves. Let's see. Kolars moved. Kolars moved. Kemp second.
Okay.
Abby, would you please take the roll?
Kolars,
Yes,
Kemp,
Yes,
Lipke,
Yes.
Drennel,
Yes,
Morrow.
Yes, the motion to approve the agenda as amended has been approved. We'll turn now to the first agenda item, motion to approve the separation agreement with Ryan Krosh.
Mr. Chair, I'd make that motion.
Commissioner Kemp moves.
Commissioner Drundle to second.
Commissioner Drannell seconds the motion. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, Abby, would you please take the roll on the motion?
Kemp,
Yes,
Drennel,
Yes,
Kolars,
yes,
Lipke,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes, the motion passes unanimously. We'll now turn to the second item on the agenda, motion to accept the resignation of Jamie Hafner.
Kemp would make that motion.
Kemp moves.
second,
Kolars seconds the motion. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, Abby, would you please take the roll?
Kemp,
Yes,
Kolars,
yes,
Lipke,
Yes.
Drennel,
yes,
Morrow.
Yes, the motion passes unanimously. Members, we're now going to turn to the third item. And at this point, we're going to be focusing the rest of our meeting and our attention on moving forward, supporting our staff and serving the citizens of Nicollet County. Designation and appointments. Members, if I could explain a little bit about the background of where we are. Every county has to have a responsible authority for the purpose of data requests. That's a position required under law. I am going to propose that our board consider a 3-phased process moving forward. Phase 1, I would propose that the board consider appointing an interim county administrator to serve for the period it will take to identify, interview, and retain a person to serve as the interim county administrator. So I've got one person in phase one, that position, maybe 30 days, maybe 60 days. I propose we work as reasonably promptly as possible to identify a person, perhaps a retired county administrator, to step in on phase two. So we would have somebody in phase two who would serve as an interim county administrator until we complete a full process to hire a permanent county administrator, which would be phase three. So just to be clear, phase one, somebody who step in today as an interim. Phase two, the hiring of somebody from outside the organization, most likely, to serve as an interim county administrator. Until we reach phase three, the hiring of a permanent county administrator. So the responsible authority tends to be the county administrator. So at this point, I would invite a motion concerning an interim county administrator.
Mr. Chair, Jack Kolars here. In the last 3 weeks, we have had a situation where a member of our current staff has worked closely with all of our employees and with the county board. And in visiting with this member, this employee, they have a willingness to be a utility person, a plug-in, if you will, interim to the interim. I have visited with this person, and their willingness is there to be the team member that we need moving forward. In visiting with the personnel committee member Marie Drantle and others on the board, I would offer the name of Mandy Landcamer to take that spot.
Thank you, Commissioner Kolars. Is there a second?
I would second that, Drennel.
Thank you, Commissioner Drella. Discussion. So to be really clear, we're talking about appointing someone to start immediately in that role until we bring in an interim who will serve for a longer period of time until we get to a permanent county administrator. Any other discussion? Seeing no yes, Commissioner Kolars. Oh, Commissioner Kolars, if you're speaking, you're muted, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to say that I believe that we are in a good position and grateful that we have a person of Mandy's caliber to take us to the next step in our process.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing no discussion, Abby, I'm going to ask you if you would please take the roll on the motion to appoint Mandy Landcamer as interim county attorney, county administrator, excuse me.
Kolars,
Yes.
Drennel,
Yes.
Lipke,
Yes.
Kemp,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes, Mandy Landcamer will serve as interim county administrator until we get a permanent interim county administrator. I know the terms are confusing and I apologize for that. Yeah, Commissioner Kolars.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I see Mandy's name on our list here someplace. Could she appear as we go forward in the future of this discussion?
Absolutely. I think she's doing that right now.
Very good. Welcome, Mandy.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mandy. I think, and I thank the Personnel Committee. This is an excellent path for us to go. And we're very grateful to you, Mandy, for your willingness to step in this short period of time to help us out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Members of the board, I think it would be appropriate to have a motion to designate Mandy as the responsible authority.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, motion by Kolars, second by Drannel, to designate Mandy Landcamer as our responsible authority. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, Abby, would you please take the roll?
Colars,
Yes.
Drennel,
yes,
Lipke,
Yes.
Kemp,
yes,
Morrow.
Yes, the motion is approved unanimously. Members of the board, as a county board, we need to ensure that there is a person filling a position called clerk of the board. Under Minnesota state law, that person is the county auditor unless a board chooses to pass a motion to designate someone else to be the clerk of the board. In 2013, the Nicollet County Board passed a motion to name Ryan Krosh as the county administrator to be the clerk of the board. Given action taken earlier in this meeting, it would be appropriate for us now to appoint a clerk of the board. And I have had an opportunity to talk with our current county auditor, Jackie Kopet. She understands and is willing to serve in this role. So at this time, I would invite a motion to appoint our county auditor, Jackie Kopet, as clerk of the board.
I would move that we appoint Jackie Kopet clerk of the board.
Second.
We have a motion by Drannell, second by Kolars. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing no discussion, Abby, would you please take the roll?
Drennel,
Yes,
Colars,
Yes.
Kemp,
yes,
Lipke,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes, the motion passes unanimously. Third, on this list, we have authorized the Personnel Committee to make hiring and salary offers upon consultation with department heads pending the selection of a human resources director. The point here is, I hope, rather clear. We need to be able to move forward with certain decisions as we seek to fill positions on a permanent basis. So I would invite a motion to authorize the Personnel Committee to make these hiring and salary offers as described.
Mr. Chair, I'd make that motion.
Kemp moves,
I'll second.
Lipke seconds. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, Abby, would you please take the roll?
Kemp,
Yes,
Lipke,
Yes.
Drennel,
yes,
Colars,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes, the motion passes unanimously, and I would like to take a moment to thank both Commissioner Kolars and Commissioner Drannell for all of your work and your work helping the county move forward. So thank you both very, very much.
thank you.
Turning now to board committee assignments. Under our current board committee assignments, we now have some openings. I would like to, I am going to assign Mandy as our interim county administrator to fill each county assignment that had been filled by our previous county administrator. In terms of any positions that had been filled on board committees by our human resource director, I'd like to return to those on a situational basis. But for right now, I'm going to appoint Mandy as the interim county administrator to fill those positions that had been filled by the county administrator. With that said, we will turn now to the COVID-19 update. And at this point, I'd like to turn to our county auditor, Ms. Kopet, to talk a little bit about occurrences this week and being back open and running. Please, Ms. Kopet.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, we've had an exciting week here at the License Center. We did have to close for a couple of days due to COVID exposure. We are reopened as of yesterday. We do have staff in the office, although we're a little short-staffed this week, and we're hoping that next week we'll be back to being full-staffed and ready to go again.
Wonderful. Commissioners, any questions from Ms. Kopet? Well, I would like to thank you on behalf of the board and everyone on your staff for coming through as well as you did. It really was a rapid turnaround. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next on our agenda is the American Rescue Plan Act. This was federal legislation that was recently passed. Just want to give a quick highlight and summary to keep everyone up to date. The estimated funds for Nicollet County under this act are $6.6 million. We estimate that May 11th would be the first payment to the county under this act, and that the second payment would come in 1 year after the first payment. The funds must be spent by December 31st, 2024. And there is no current estimate of when the U.S. Treasury will issue specific guidance to counties on the use of the funds. But we know in the public sector that responding to the public health emergency, responding to workers performing essential work, recovering revenue losses, investments in water, sewer, and broadband, and transfers of funds to not-for-profit or special use purpose units of state or local government are permitted under the American Rescue Plan Act. So on this, as all other matters, we're very grateful to all our department heads and all of our staff that have stepped up. We're going to be moving forward, excited in the ways that the county will be serving our community, our residents. Very grateful to the 5 board members. We're going to be plowing ahead as well and keeping an eye on things that are of essential importance to our community. Commissioner Kemp, your box lit up, so I didn't know if you were looking to speak.
No, I would just wanted to reiterate a thanks to my fellow board members and all of the staff who have done extraordinary things in a very short period of time. And I'm very proud of all of us in doing that. And again, I would be remiss in not thanking the citizens of Nicollet County for being diligent and engaged and very helpful to all of us, and we certainly appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Kemp. Any other commissioners wishing to comment?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Lipke?
I'm just wondering, now there's broadband in this bill, but there's also broadband in the thing that President Biden is talking about now. So I don't know who's really going to be watching this.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you, Commissioner Kemp. That's Commissioner Lipke. That's a tremendous observation. You're absolutely right. And I anticipate moving forward, we will continue our work. We've already had some communications about the broadband investments that may be available, and we'll have some more updates for the community very soon. Commissioner Lipke, that's a very good observation. Thank you.
Thank you.
With that, I'd invite a motion to adjourn the meeting.
And would move.
I'll second.
Kemp moves, Lipke seconds to adjourn this meeting. Abby, would you take the roll, please?
Kemp,
Yes.
Lipke,
Yes.
Drennel,
Yes.
Kolars,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes, thank you. The motion is approved. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.